So hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at a bit of an unusual truck. I mean, look at this, the URAL Next. So let's get started by taking a look at all of the customization. Okay then, so here we are in the truck configurator. Now I'm not actually sure if this is a real truck or if it's just like a concept or anything, but it looks so unusual and different. I mean, just look at the lights, all these LEDs, look at the ground clearance, the size of these tyres. It's just insane. It sort of looks like a van in a way that's just been lifted up, put on a 6x6 chassis, and yeah, it just looks so cool. So yeah, 6x6, 6x6 engines. We've either got a 320 horsepower turbo diesel, or a Euro 5 with 422 horsepower and 2,500 newton meters of torque. They both seem like they're realistic engines, so I'm really not sure which one I'm going to go for. Transmissions, we have got two 5 speeds, which is a bit unusual, and then two 9 speeds. Bit of lag there when you click the interior, so I'm not sure what was going on there, but it looks like a 3-seater here, judging by the 2 headrests. So yeah, it is pretty much like a van in here. It doesn't really look like a truck. You can have some weird sort of, I don't know, tennis racket tape around the wheel. Bit unusual, but yeah, it doesn't really seem like a truck in here. On the outside we have got some really wacky colours, which I do think suits this. The white doesn't look as good. I think when you go for some sort of bright colours like that, it really sort of stands out. The red looks really good as well. Interestingly, you can only choose a sort of flat custom colour. You can't go for a metallic, and that says it's metallic, but it doesn't look like it is. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. If we just choose something a bit wacky to customize with. Now there isn't a lot of options. You got a Russian plate on there, and you got some LEDs. Look at that. That is really cool. So you can either have them on or off. As you can see, that is awesome. Tires, well, a few tires to choose from actually. I mean, look at them. They're huge. Oh dear. They don't sort of suit it very well. Not sure which ones I prefer actually. Those are the standard. These look a little bit sort of brighter and don't look as good. They look better when they sort of look like they've been used like that. They look really cool. The V4s. I guess we can have the same on the back as well. Yeah, look at that. That is crazy. Mirrors, can't do anything. Put some flags on the inside, some curtains, and then some more weird options. Yeah, we've done that one, and I think that is pretty much it for the outside. And on the inside we can hopefully get a sat nav. It's going to be, yep, that's good. So you can have a phone as a sat nav. That's going to be quite funny. I might use that. And then the flags again. So there we go. I probably won't bother with doing a time lapse due to it being such a sort of lacking configuration really. So I'll just meet you outside once I've chosen my few little options. Okay then, so here we are all fully configured. Now I've tried to match a Lamborghini colour called Arancio Argos. It's this really sort of almost reddish orange. I mean, it looks really good on this. Really sort of contrasting the black. And there is quite a lot of black on this. I mean, look at all the chassis there, all the fuel tanks. Got the massive tyre on the back, which is awesome. Obviously, you can go and get a trailer, but I've decided not to today because it's probably going to look a bit silly due to how high it is. So I've left that for now. I thought we'd just go for a quick drive about, see what it's like. I've just noticed actually, look at the sort of placement of this mirror here, how far forward it is. This one is a lot further back. I guess that's for better visibility, but just look at it. It is huge, this thing. I need to go and find another truck and go and park next to it to sort of see the size difference, but that is so menacing. If we turn the ignition on, yeah, there we go. We got the LEDs coming on. It just looks insane, this thing. If we jump in, just reset Trackir, and then just put it on precision mode, if I can say it properly. Just looks like a general car or van in here, really. Not sure if any of the stalks work. No, they don't appear to. Indicators, oh, that one does. You then got wipers, that all works properly. But yeah, it just seems like a van in here. I love the phone sat-nav, that's kind of cool. A bit different, but if we turn this thing on, listen to that. Revs really quickly. The revs don't really match how high it's revving, if you see what I mean. I mean, that, I don't know, it seems like it revs a bit high. But 420 horsepower in this thing is quite a lot. I know it's going to be a bit heavy, but yeah, it's going to be fairly quick as well. I went with the 5-speed gearbox. I thought that's probably what we're going to need. But if we go left here, it is kind of unusual, the gearing. I mean, so yeah, it stops revving at 6. No idea where the red line is. I'm just going to change up about 4.5, I think. But I'm in 4th gear here now, doing 30 kilometers an hour, and it isn't moving very quickly. We're in 5th gear now, doing 60, 70, and it is revving really high, which is perhaps a bit annoying. So I may go and change it out for a the 9-speed and see what that one's like. So if we just go back down here and do that now, I mean, the steering, you have to put on so much lock to get it going. I don't know if you can see that. It isn't one-to-one, the steering, I don't believe. It doesn't seem one-to-one anyway, but yeah, the amount of lock that you have to put on. I'm using my G920 now, and I've just turned it 180 degrees to get around that bend. And this one, yeah, so it's about 270 degrees. So yeah, you really do have to turn the wheel quite a bit. I mean, that's full lock. I mean, that's actually really good. Look at that. That turning circle. Just coming over there. I mean, the colour is crazy on this thing. So if we just come in here, truck configurator, just go over to the transmission, and then if we select a 9-speed with the retarder, see what this is like. So jump back in. Oh, there we go. And then hang a left out of here. Oh no, I thought the police car was coming down here, so bit of lag. I can't tell if it feels much better to be honest. I mean, we're in 9th gear now. Just floor it. No, that still seems like it's revving really high, so that's a bit of a shame. So maybe it is sort of only meant to be for sort of quarrying or off-roading in a Russian area, the countryside. I mean, it's just crazy, this thing. I think we'll hang a left here and take it out. I'm not sure of where the front of the truck is. I mean, if I go all the way forward here, hopefully this guy stops, or maybe not. So I'm right on his back bumper there. The AI never gets any better. So if we just gun it now. Picking up the pace, so 60. Is that speedo accurate? Yeah, it seems it. 50 miles an hour now, or 80 kilometers an hour, 90. So yeah, it does rev really high, and the brakes aren't very yeah, the brakes aren't very strong at all. I mean, that was full braking for a considerable I can't speak today, considerable distance. If we just do a quick launch and these lights go, the gears seem too close together for me. I mean, look at that. That was 7th to 9th. There's a massive jump there. Turns in fairly well. It actually corners pretty flat, but as I said, you do have to give it quite a lot of lock to get it turning. Yeah, it definitely isn't suited to open stretches. I mean, we are revving way too high now. Yeah, if it's done the lights on, I forgot to do that. 5,500 at 60 miles an hour. But it looks crazy. It really does. I think we'll probably pull back off here and then go and find another truck to park next to, because that's going to be a really good comparison, because it does actually seem quite a thin truck. It doesn't seem that wide, but it's just the height and the scale of it that's a bit unusual. I mean, the ground clearance is obviously a lot better than a normal truck, but it's not massively high, so yeah, it is going to be a bit of a weird comparison. I'll go and find the truck, but I have got to go and find one that's parked first. Yeah, it just feels crazy driving this. The visibility is actually fairly good. It's just out the front, it is hard to judge where the front of the truck is. Hangs out quite a long way, and you can't really see it, to be honest. Whoa! That was close. Did I hit him? I don't know. Let's go down here. But yeah, that was close. Hopefully, yeah, there is. So we've got some Scanias here parked up. So if we just pull in here and park up. But yeah, what I was saying, the visibility is very good. The pillars are very small. The mirror bezels are really thin. So that's quite helpful. There's no rear window for some reason. I mean, surely they could put a rear window there. But there isn't. So if we just pull next to this guy. I mean, look at the size of the tyres. It's so different to this Scania. I mean, how far can we go back? Let's put the brake on there. So yeah, it is I don't know, it's hard to sort of understand, because there it looks massive, but then compare it to a Scania and it's not as big. I mean, you do sit as high as you would in that, but obviously there isn't much headroom above that. But if you just compare the heights of the sort of chassis there and the fifth wheel, you probably will have some troubles sort of carrying loads and everything and connecting them. You probably have to go press 0 and then F9 using the free camera to attach it. But other than that, it isn't really a truck that you're going to drive all the time. It's one that you're probably just going to mess about with in some of the like rust map mods where you've got off-roading sections. That is where this would be the most fun. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little bit of a different test drive Thursday, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.